Yo, what up, y'all? Happy to see you again. Just got back from a business trip. I don't know, I've shot a couple videos since the last one I posted, but I haven't even had any time to work on them. I've been out of town, so I don't know which will be out first. But anyway, right now we are at the Preble County Historical Society. Never been here before, but pretty beautiful place. I didn't even really know any of this was here. Hayden just mentioned it. Wanted to stop in here real quick. This isn't what we're exploring today, but Hayden wanted to run down to check and see if his mulberries were popping yet, because we're gonna go out and collect some mulberries today. We're gonna start off, we're not gonna collect them here. I think they were popping up later here than they were in the places we're actually going today, but he just wanted to check on them because this is on the way there. But we're going to the Twin Valley Trail that we've hiked often. I've got a few videos of out already. We're gonna go there first and harvest berries up there by I won't lay it out in detail. You guys are gonna see it here in a little bit. But anyway, we're gonna go there first. We're gonna harvest some berries there, and then we're gonna move to the other side of the park and harvest from the Germantown side. So it's a Twin Creek Metro first, and then Germantown Metro second. That's the order we're going in. And maybe if we have time, if the berries out here are looking good, we'll stop back here on the way back. But anyway, those over there are already popping. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We brought, Hayden made I'll just show it to you guys. Hayden made a sifter. Right there. That we will use, hopefully, to find some artifacts, because we're going to be right by the river. Got us a shovel, and then I've got another little shovel in my backpack. We're going to be right by the river, so hopefully we can go down. There's a huge flat ledge right where we're going to be. So when we get done picking berries, or maybe before we start picking berries, we're going to run down to that river, shovel out at the bottom there, do some sifting, and hopefully we can find some artifacts. Man, that'd be awesome if we can start finding some artifacts today. So anyway, hope I didn't bore you to death with the intro and you're still here. If you are, stay tuned. It's going to be fun today. We're going to have to do some hiking. It's going to be about 83 degrees today. Shouldn't be too bad. But we're going to have to do some hiking to get to these spots. So some hiking by necessity. This ain't necessarily a hiking trip, but it will involve some hiking. And yeah, it should be fun, man. We'll catch you guys out there. All right, y'all. We're out here at Twin Creek Metro. About to go out here and find some arrowheads and some blacks.
Some blackberries.
We're gonna go gather some blacks. Somebody left their smart water and their glasses here, and another bottle of water. I'm thinking abduction. I think somebody got abducted, y'all. We're gonna go out here and see if we can find some signs of life. Oh, that was horrible. Shouldn't have done that. I've got cold water in my backpack. That was nasty. Dude, water out of the fountain was a bad move. Yeah, you want some? Well, guess I'm going to get a ratchet strap. Here's the sifter I showed you. Hayden just made this while I was out of town. Dude, this looks like you bought it somewhere.
I know, that's professional quality right there.
Yeah.
I'm real proud of how that one came out. Especially the way the strap's tucked into these brackets that I put in there. Heater board to use.
Wow. Yeah, good job, man. So this is what we'll be using today to hopefully find some artifacts, man. Come through for us, baby. By the way, I had a wagon that I was gonna go get, you know, like the collapsible 4-wheel drive type, weight capacity 500 pounds, that is designed specifically to use for stuff like this. I had access to one, and Hayden was like, nah,
We're gonna look like a bitch.
Yeah, I don't want to look like a bitch. We're gonna carry it. But the thing that sucks is like now, I kind of look like a bitch.
That was the goal.
No, I told him, I said, people are gonna think I like hired you to mule my supplies for a camping trip or something. I've got this guy. Ready?
Yep. There it goes.
Here, over here.
All right.
You got her? Got her, Nate?
I think so.
All right. Well, about to hit the woods. It actually feels a lot cooler right here than it did ever in the parking lot. Well, I guess I am standing in the shade.
That asphalt will get you.
That asphalt will get you.
This is the early season blackberries right here. This one's a couple years old. You can see how it turns that real dark purpley, and it kind of has that white powder layer. You can wipe off the outside.
Oh yeah.
This one right here is another early, but it's a young one, and they're green, and they have more of that white powdery. There's also like a honeysuckle running up it. But these ones that are tucked in here and don't get too much sun, they usually take a little bit longer to start putting on berries. They don't get very big, but they are really sweet. Oh, right here, here's a first year late season one. They start out green, and the vines on them have these ribs to them all the way around. Then they'll turn like a dark red and like browny color when they start producing berries.
But that won't be this year.
No, those will be next year. Same with these ones. These are first year, early seasons. Then this is the second year, early season. There's probably a second year late season pretty close if that other one's there, but those ones will still be barely putting on. Look at that little bundle though.
I know, bro. That
That's
looked
a nice
delicious.
button. When they start drying out a little bit like that, they're real good too.
Like this one? Or is that too much?
That one looks like it got 8 on, but I bet it would be good if you pop that one and eat it.
That one looked...
The most up-looking blackberries are usually the tasty ones. So I'll take those from the wine and I'll eat those.
I'm trying to not spend the rest of the night in the bathroom.
It ain't that bad.
That dude, anytime I eat the wild berries, they tear me up for some reason.
Small berries are the ones you gotta watch out for.
All right, man, there's a little bit of education on blackberries. Not raspberries, blackberries.
Some people call them black raspberries too. I don't really know the technical definition of them, but
You just know what they look like. Hopefully we get to harvest a bunch of them up here. Got a little bit of work to do. This ain't necessarily a hiking trip. We got to do some hiking. And when we get to Germantown, that's when we'll probably, we'll probably have to get in 5 or 6 miles there. You know it?
Yeah.
So we'll probably get 4 miles here, 6 miles there, I bet. So I turned my, dude, I'm already out of breath because I'm talking. I turned my app on to see how many miles we get in, so we'll see.
The fruits usually taste nasty.
What causes the mutation?
I don't know. You can see another one right here, little bunch. It almost starts to look like a weed bud and everything because they're so dense and packed in. Then there's more lates in there. You can see they're just barely turning green. They won't be ready till the end of July. More lates. And you can see the green stems turn brown when they start making berries. That one right there, it's halfway in between green and brown. Kind of goes red before brown.
Well, and now I can't wait to get under the freaking canopy, dude. It's hot.
It is hot.
The sun's beating down.
That's hot.
It's hot.
That's hot.
And Hayden's got 452 pounds on his back. At a buck.
I hope it's under 50.
At a buck 150, dog. Right?
Yeah.
I just saw some of them deformed leaves like you were talking about, and I thought it was clusters of big old blackberries.
I don't know why they do that. It happens been more common now. It honestly might be something to do with all the chemicals they're spraying from the skies.
Did you know they spray pesticides out here? There's those signs all the time that say herbicide in use or whatever.
I think that's maybe in the middle of the trail. You can kind of see where it's dead.
Yeah, but I mean, that stuff's gonna spread, man. It rains, water moves.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go, guys. We in the shade. This is nice.
Right at the mouth of the...
This is actually, I've never really noticed that it starts way back here, don't it?
Yeah.
I've always come up here and then looked up that way. Yeah, that's funny. All the times I've been here, I haven't paid attention to that. So for anybody who hasn't watched the channel before and seen these videos, this is a Carlisle fort, which is a Hopewell Earthwork that is 2,000 years old. But if you're out close enough or able to make it out here, it's a pretty cool reason to come. So you can see how the wall is piled up over here, runs down it that way. But even all of this, again, I don't know anything. I mean, I think I'm a little more advanced than Dr. Spalding in my knowledge, but I don't know much. But I believe this to be all hand dug out 2,000 years ago to create this wall here. For what, Hayden?
Defensive purposes.
For defensive purposes.
You know how hard it would be to fight going up these hills? Because the only way you'd be able to get in is off the river, and the points of access are these real low valleys right here. Then you have the killing fatal funnels all the way through it, where it narrows it down to where only a couple people can get through the short gaps, and that's all the way through, and they come in and snake out. So if you walk around with that in your head, you can really just see how difficult it would be to bring a war party off that river and come up in here and try to take these people's shit.
Yeah, I mean, you can imagine it, just do a little POV here, but so they're having to come in from the river up this way, and you see it just narrows as they come. This is the funnel, the fatal funnel Hayden refers to, and you're just up here with
it S's and curves, and there's a tertiary system right here. You can't see it too much, but throughout these, usually there's 2 or 3 platforms going up to where you could have like a smaller camp, a bunch of people fighting. So you'd have to fight wave after wave after you went up a short hill, fought who's ever there, and then keep going up while the people at top are throwing shit at you, you know, even if it's just rocks.
Yeah, so think horde mode, you nerds out there. But yeah, so you're just up here, whatever it is, like Hayden said, a handful of rocks, bows and arrows, spears, yesterday's leftovers, whatever it is you have to throw. It's going to make it hard for people to get up here at you. And then it's like right back in here.
Then they flatten out up here, and there is more systems coming throughout those flats too.
Yeah, we'll point some of those, and we'll point some of those shelves out to you when we get to them as well. But
we didn't dig through them flats over the winter. We didn't really get to that last year.
No. How you doing? But yeah, so interesting place, and if we're wrong about everything we said, at least it fed our active imaginations, and it'll do the same for you if you let it. So come on out here and check the place out if you can. It's cool, and there's a lot more to see than this, and there's plenty of people around probably you'll run into that can tell you a lot more if you have questions. Is that a...
Here's a little mushroom.
Well, I'm gonna chomp that down real quick, and we'll check back in here and see what happens.
These ones over here.
Check this out. I think this is coral fungus. Oh, here's some... That's got to be what that is.
Come look at these ones. These ones are real neat.
A lot. These are eaten off of over here. It looks like. How are those?
Those still look pretty nice. These big ones look real fresh. I don't know if you can eat them or not though.
Yeah, you can eat coral fungus. It's just is that coral fungus.
I have no idea.
Well, we'll check it out when we come back by. I have ChatGPT, aka my new best friend / therapist, tell me. And I trust it with everything, so it won't steer me wrong.
Why would the AI overlords steer you wrong?
The AI overlords are not here to harm us.
They're here to make your life easier.
Why would anybody think the AI would be? Nothing can go wrong. It's just a computer program that has feelings.
Terminator wasn't real.
No, that's fiction. There's a bunch through here, dude. We'll be able to really scope this out. Man, they're right off the trail even.
Yeah.
Hey, if anybody knows anything about these mushrooms and stuff that we see throughout the video, post comments and let us know what they are.
Oh, it's telephone. Telephone. Pole
This
stuff.
is new, isn't it? Has this always been here?
It almost has to be just
Yeah.
'cause how weathered that top is.
That's funny. I've never noticed that. I'm either yapping or looking at something else. Look, this so that earthwork continues.
Yep, the edge of it.
Yep. on
The
it.
edge, they would put those edges right on the tertiary too, because if you're down there, you couldn't see the 100 people just standing right here waiting for you.
Right. Right. Well, so stay there. Stay there. So
See when exactly I disappear on that hill.
yeah, I can't see you. So if I'm trying to work my way up this hill already,
You're only like 10 feet away.
yeah, I'm only like 10 feet away.
Walk right past, don't step on him. Like,
Oh, I seen him.
cute little box turtle.
What up, guy? What up, guy?
Chris probably been climbing this hill for 3 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, buddy, you're going away from the water. Turtle cam. We'll save you from effort here. Save you from, hopefully save you some effort, bro. Can't
Look at
talk
this
today.
one. I think this is one of those real good. Isn't this one of those beefsteaks?
It looks like it. Here, let me take a picture. Yeah, I think so.
It's hollow stemmed though. Oh, it says rotted. See how it rotted in there?
Break that bottom piece off, see how far up it goes. Yeah,
Yeah, the stem's rotted.
yeah, it's gross. But
The top's still good though.
let's take a picture of it.
You need to get that one mushroom app on your phone.
I had it, but it was always like,
I'll take a side. Shit.
try and get a little bit of the bottom.
I'm gonna take side and then bottom. That app has you take top, side, and bottom pics, and then it works with an AI, and it's usually pretty good.
Yeah, I'm about to upload it to ChatGPT and see what it says. So I'm gonna upload these pictures up to ChatGPT and I'll let you know what it says it is here in a minute.
I used to have that mushroom app on my phone, and it was pretty good because it would know your location too.
Oh, so it could tell you if you were in an area.
And that AI was just made to find you mushrooms, and it would also tell you like lookalikes and other things to look out for. But I just didn't have enough space on my phone, so I ended up deleting that.
It's just called like mushroom identifier or something, ain't it?
Yeah, it's like Mushroom IO.
Mushroom, all right, yeah, I'm gonna look this up and I'll be back in a second. All right, so ChatGPT says, thanks for the clear images. They're quite helpful based on what I can see from the mushroom features. Cap brownish, smooth with some cracking or blemishes. Underside, poor surface instead of gills. Stem thick, solid looking, no rings. Analyst visible. Spore surface off-white to pale, suggesting a bolete. These characteristics point to bolete, possibly in the, I don't know what that means. And the overall appearance suggests it could be Tylopolis filius, commonly known as the bitter boylet. You heard of that? Even among boilets, which are generally safer than grilled mushrooms, accurate identification is essential. Also, it's just giving the warning. Never rely on a photo alone. So it's not a beef steak. Good question, and no, based on the photos, this does not appear to be a beefsteak mushroom. Okay.
Come look at this right here. This is one of those fatal funnel fields. You can see these two stair steps coming down the edges, and usually these stairs step down really nice, but you can see how both of these come into this funnel. You have this big flat that you could hide a large force, a large war camp party, whatever, and they wouldn't see it until they were right in this funnel and they were coming up into it.
Murder zone right here is basically what he's saying.
Yeah. That's why everything's growing so good down there.
All that, yeah.
All that blood.
Yeah. The spirits of the enemy are tasked with taking care of the nature for eternity. Look at this big old mushroom.
It's like another bullet.
Yeah, it's another. That's a nice healthy looking one until that bug right there starts eating into it.
Yeah.
It's mushroom season, y'all. If we knew what we were doing, we could come home with a feast. So, yeah, if anybody is an expert on any of this stuff, man, help educate us. It's what we're here for. Help educate each other. Back into the sunshine, baby. It's nice to have a nice sunny day. I'm not going to complain at all. I've seen nothing but rain for so long. I was in Minneapolis, dude. It rained pretty much the whole time. Just can't get away from it. Look at these monsters just hanging out over the trail. That'd be fun to just go right into your eye, wouldn't it? So you can keep your eyes peeled when you're out here walking. We're not far from where we're going now. It's just right up here. We're on the ledge already. Actually, this is where we're going, so we'll just see when Hayden wants to stop. That's it.
Yep.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna propel down this ledge.
I am about
and we're gonna dig
straight down and straight into the water. I'm so hot.
You want to go on down and cool off first, and then we'll come back up and start our hunting?
Yeah, if you want to switch bags.
Why don't we just stash them?
Might as well sluice a little while we're down there.
Well, we'll just...
All my shit's in there.
Alright, well, I guess we're switching bags, damn it. I told Squatch, if he's getting tired, let the Yeti take over the backpack.
See them's fruiting real nice.
Yeah. I don't see a lot of color out here though, dude.
No, they're gonna be hiding. And those earlies. A lot less prevalent than the big.
Yeah, bro. This backpack's heavy. It's not as heavy as I expected, but it doesn't not suck. That's for sure.
These things suck.
Yeah.
This one doesn't even tell you where you are. Whoever made all these maps for these parks.
No, it said let the spirits guide you, man. I seen it on there. This is the way I feel compelled to go. Hey, look here. Ain't that down there where we found those nutting stones?
I think that was the next cut in. It was a little bit further in.
Surprised water ain't flowing through there.
I know.
Yeah. Get down to that rock beach.
Yeah.
How are we gonna get to there?
To sluice that hill, we'll probably have to take the shit up that hill and rappel down it.
There's horse trails over there.
It is still up pretty good. You could walk it if it was down a little lower.
Yeah, it's pretty deep right here. It's looking like it's a good 4 feet deep right there. All right, we're gonna try to make our way over to that rocky beach so we're not just sinking in the mud right here. But especially with Hayden's backpack on, makes you a little extra sinky.
A little extra sinky.
I almost said stinky, which would have also been true. Let's see how this goes. It's actually more dry than it looks, which I guess makes sense. The sun's been beating it up for all week. This is stuff right here that makes people not want to go hiking with me. I see barefoot footprints through here, so we ain't the only ones. Y'all who have been watching probably recognize this area from the kayaking videos recently, because we come through here in the last one. Well, it's not posted yet, but we stop here. It's not posted when I filmed this adventure anyway. But yeah, y'all should recognize this area. You take that backpack off, it's the same effect as like after you're jumping on a trampoline and you get off and you jump on the ground. I feel like I want to like throw myself across the river, just taking a step.
It almost might be just enough buoyancy if you cap those PVC pipes, float the whole thing, you know?
Probably wouldn't be too hard to stuff some foam in there either. And then cap them off. So we're gonna swim across the river up there. We're gonna start shoveling, sifting in the sand, because this over here, this is gonna be pretty difficult.
Might try to see how the little shovel goes, but Richie didn't want to bring the big shovel.
Yeah, I didn't want to draw too much attention to us. Well, mostly, I don't know what the laws exactly are. And I figure if anything's going to like have anybody saying something to us, it's going to be the shovel we're carrying more than anything else. I think the other stuff might spark some interest. But being that there are Native American earthworks and stuff around here, I just could imagine the shovel being a problem. But we've got two like mini shovels with us. So yeah, we're gonna swim across over there and see what we can find.
You gotta go get him, please.
Yeah, there's just deer just walking across there. I think I missed them with the camera, but they just walked into the trees.
We're gonna take a lot of shoveling.
You want me to start sifting it as you're shoveling?
Yeah, you can try a little bit.
Oh, forgot about the big strap you put on it. Let's give her a quick look, man.
Yeah.
Going deep in that mug. That's
Weird
interesting.
looking rock.
Oh no, hold on. Oh, I think I saw that.
It's like a little gemstone.
Oh yeah.
A little less gravel, a little more sluicing.
You let me know if I grab anything you don't want me to throw out.
This one's almost a little interesting.
Yeah, that comes down to almost an edge there, don't it?
It does.
You want me to set this up here or anything?
Yeah, throw it on the bank. There's another odd looking one.
Nothing's jumping out at me as points or anything though. He's an interesting little guy.
He's a neat color.
Well, y'all see anything?
I don't think we got anything on the first go.
It's just a little pebble. Yeah. Oh, that.
Yep.
It's just straight rocks up under here. That's what we after.
All right, let's see how that one goes.
Hey, let's say thank you again, Clegg's Adventures.
It's like a piece of glass.
Yeah, I seen that.
Smooth from the river. It's like a sandstone.
Look at these little, like I feel like, not yet, we just started. This is our second sift. Lots of just gravel up underneath this mud right here though, so feel good about it. What was your, I didn't catch your name earlier. What was your name?
My name's Derek.
Derek? Eric? I'm Richie. This is Hayden. The Weirdos Outside, yeah. Yeah. So as long as you're all right with being in it, you'll be in the video.
I think we might go just a little bigger on the screen next time too. He was saying to use this quarter because tips, you might miss some of the real tiny ones. Like an arrow point that'd be like that big.
What'd you use here?
1/4 inch. Actually, I think this might be 1/8. Either 1/8 or 1/4.
You scan these big rocks already?
I haven't really been looking at.
Hey, look at those.
This one's too much. We need to look out for those weird red ones that they rub for that color too.
Ain't that like this?
I think it's a little like softer. This is a pretty. Ooh, it has like a fool's goldiness to it. You see that?
Yeah. I hope the camera picks it up. This kind of got that texture to it too. Imagine we find like a big ass diamond.
Oh, look at this. It's like coral.
Oh wow. It's got to be a piece of coral. You holding on to that?
Yeah. Bad part about doing this, you can just take home so many little neat gemstones.
Right, we end up hauling like 100 pounds out of the freaking woods.
And there's another piece of coral.
Nice. Look at that. Look at that blue in there.
That is real odd.
Where you at, arrowheads? We're coming for you. Lots of cool little pebbles, man.
Oh, there he is.
Lots of cool little pebbles. Yeah, I could fill bags up. With these. I keep thinking I'm seeing points. This is like mushroom hunting. I start thinking everything's a arrowhead.
Yeah.
All right, well, there goes a bust.
See how much gravel we're generating too? Fuck, we sluice an area good enough, we could build us a nice little beachhead.
Right. Try and get up under this roots and see if we have any better luck. Oh man, look at that. This camera keeps turning itself off because it's getting hot. So give it a little dunk in the water, but we're gonna make our way across now and see if we have any better luck over there.
I think it's just enough buoyancy to float itself right across the river nice.
Okay, I left my phone over there. I wanted to make sure before I got waist deep. Oh, it doesn't even get waist deep. Guess I could have paid attention to you and would have known that. Little quicksandy over here, huh?
Yep. They're half faint at this point.
Oh, dude, my feet are going down past my ankles. All right. Should have brought the chest strap.
That's solid. Yeah, this bank is fucking solid.
Just up against a wall right here.
There's so many big rocks.
What about up and under that sand to the left of you? Can you shovel it out without it just avalanching down?
Can we bring it over real closer?
Yeah. There's the avalanche.
Yeah.
See if it even took anything, man.
Yeah, no. It all seemed like sand. Sand and clay.
Nothing.
Go a little more to the right. See if it loosens up at all.
Feels like it's catching quite a bit. It's a little ASMR, I bet. It's probably good, dog. It's getting heavy. Let's move it on over here. Yeah, like rainbow on that rock down there. You see that?
No.
Right there. Oh, that's freaking grass. Thought it was like banding of some sort. Nothing.
Nothing on there go.
Well, some bitch. Give this in the old dump. Hey, there it floats. Look at that, man.
Perfect.
Been dunking this camera in the water to keep it cool, so hopefully it ain't messing the sound up. I'm trying to keep the microphone out, but we'll see. We ain't having no luck so far. This is probably our 5th or 6th sift, but I'd say patience is a virtue in this when you're doing this.
This side has a lot of real big rocks too.
Yeah. Makes it hard to shovel, period.
Ow. Son of a bitch.
Cut yourself?
No. But it hurt it.
Just smashed a fingy?
Yeah.
This is the one, baby. I feel it.
You can feel it?
I can feel it. It was in that last scoop you just put in.
Got weird erosion to it.
Fits the hand pretty nicely, man. What do you think? Nothing? If anybody sees anything we miss, let us know so we can be devastated later.
I wish it float.
Try out here in the center just to see.
Oh, look at that. Oh, you
I thought we had some. Who's the guy in the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer movie? Is it like Yukon Jack or something like that? Or
Yeah.
nothing.
Pipe making weird noises. That one kind of looks like an arrow, but it's just normal rock.
We gotta summon the power of Doogie, man. Doogie, we call on your energy, brother. All right, we ain't messing around no more. Hayden getting up in there.
Looks like a nice spot if I can actually get a nice shovel position.
Again, it's a good thing we know exactly what we're doing so you don't compromise the integrity of that freaking overhang.
Oh yeah.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna toss this up next to you, and then I'll drag it down into the water. Hayden's got the right idea. I'm gonna jump in there and cool off myself. Here, hold that for a second.
Ah, there's a stork. Woo! Real neat looking rock. It's got like a face in it.
That
You
is
see
wild,
that?
dude. I saw that as soon as, like right as you said, that's a neat looking rock.
That one is too, with that weird white band. But not that. A lot of them in there have little nooks and crannies.
Some cool banding in that one you just picked up.
That there is.
Where are you at, Artifacts?
We definitely need to bring the bigger shovel in off the river. It's gonna help dig this shit up a lot easier. What's that flat one over there? I think that one's empty too.
How's that for nostalgia? That is an old Sprite can right here. Let's see if we can get some of this mud out of it. Or off of it. I don't want to rub my hands on it and get cut because it's been, yeah, somebody's lit it up with a shotgun or...
That's the river that we was on. We found all them bottles.
Yeah, it's up that way.
We might be able to go back to that bottle dump too. That was like right next to the road, I feel like.
Was it?
Yeah.
I honestly don't recall how far it was. I know it wasn't too far because Jalen and Lynn waited for us here, didn't they?
Huh?
Didn't Lynn and Jay wait for us here?
Not this far. They waited when we ran up there.
Oh.
That was like right after we got done cooking. We found that. That was when we went to cook with everybody.
Ooh. Yeah, it is a nice looking rock. It looks a little rubbed here too.
It does have a little bit of a dish to it.
I just, with like talking to Doogie and watching all these videos on YouTube, I feel like we should just be able to freaking be popping them out of the ground left and right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's easier if we get her all the way out of the water.
I think.
That refraction's blinding me.
Okay. I was thinking if we get it in that nice little spot with the water running through, it'll sift it out as we move it around. Oh, nitrous-y. Feeling nitrous-y. Ah, something just bit the shit out of me.
It's an interesting fossil.
That is an interesting little piece right there, ain't it?
Stinging flies are right here like a motherfucker. Look at that piece of beach glass. It's like a rod.
Huh. I don't know what that was.
I don't think she's the right material. A lot of these nice, smooth, little polished fossil stones.
These are Native American nickels.
Nickels, eh?
Yeah, that was a 5-cent piece. Ixnay.
Another little coral. Oh shit!
Well, we're trying, guys. We're trying. We're doing our damnedest. I wonder if we could get out and dig around that log right there.
Maybe.
It's not deep. Yeah, it ain't deep. Oh no, man, this is probably a pretty good spot. Look. There's all kinds of gravel pushed up to the side of this log. Yeah, we're gonna come out here and dig around this log, see if we have any luck.
Real sharp piece of glass. It's a real neat one too.
So what we're discovering is that most rocks are real neat ones. Hey man, this is a learning expedition. This is nothing more than a learning expedition.
I'll grab a shovel.
Well, at first go, this log's a bust.
Middle river sifting ain't that bad.
I feel like, dude, this log's been here for years.
Yeah.
I feel like this would be a great place, and the gravel's piled up so thick.
Thing's staying just buoyant enough. Hold up all this gravel and itself. Another neat fossily one.
That's a stealth fighter, dude.
That one's almost a, that looks like a flint type. Looks like the outside of a flint rock. Another very odd one. Starting to get to a little bit more flint. That's a little bit of flint right there. Right down, piston.
Oh shoot, my water's trying to run away from me. Stick this in your back pocket or something, because it just wants to float right out of mine. back in the river so bad.
Does feel nice.
Man, my work trip was nice. And if any of y'all who I told about my channel are watching, I love spending time with you. It was great meeting you. And had fun, but man, this is where I belong. Right here.
Being a good old river rat.
Oh man, there's nothing better.
It is a beautiful day.
Yes, it's perfect to be out here completely submerged in water digging.
Digging up gravel. After carting it all through the fucking woods.
Hey man, if anybody ever wants to know why you call yourselves the weirdos outside, it's because we can't get anybody to do this with us. So we must be weird, man. We can't talk, ain't it? Hey, you want to pack 50 pounds on your back and climb a bunch of hills through the woods in the 90-degree weather with the sun beaming and then dig gravel out of the river? No.
And maybe find some arrowheads.
But most likely not find anything.
We're at least gonna find us some nice blackberries. That one's perfect too.
Found a couple really cool little shell fossils.
Oh, look at that one.
Oh yeah. What did I just drop? Oh, the shovel. I'll find it. It's down by my feet somewhere.
There's a bunch of little shells in this batch. Still a little bit of flint. What was that? Look at that one. There's fossils on this go.
All right, well, I better see if I can find this damn shovel. Of course, I had to drop it right here. All right.
Right on the deep spot.
Right on the deep spot. All right, I'm going in. Here. Cool, it was right there. It was right there. Like if it starts getting hot, do this. It's not recording. Oh yeah, it is recording. We might seriously switch cameras when we get up there because the 8 doesn't do that. The 8 just doesn't work in the cold and the 12 don't work in the heat.
Well, that's just perfect.
Looked like a nice little like emerald or something there. Look at that pink stone.
Yeah, it is. Real nice hue to it. It's almost like a sandstone.
Yeah, it's interesting. We need to send pictures of that to Dr. Spalding. See what he says about how we shouldn't try to identify it. We're pretty sure that we were assaulted by an AI. By an AI bot. Yeah. We'll just let you in on the Dr. Spalding joke because you'll probably hear it a lot going forward. But they left a comment telling us basically to stop cosplaying like we're archaeologists. It's like apparently you don't watch the videos, dog.
And if you go to that one's channel, it's an AI cosplaying as an archaeologist.
It told it, oh, my water, it's escaping.
Oh, shit.
Good rescue. I'm sure you got a gallon jug in your bag, right?
Only a half, so you better be careful.
Well, I've got another one of those.
Look at that. Something's running in my leg. Another little piece of flint.
This is gonna be a little bumpy, guys. My hands are full, so.
It's a real weird looking coral. This little fishy's biting my legs. It's like a little crack rock.
Yeah, it does look like crack rock. We'll keep that for. We're gonna keep that for later. We'll see you in the Jeep later. Here, I'll keep that.
Oh shit.
It's a little piece of quartz or something, actually, isn't it?
Oh no, that looks like a little piece of flint.
It's smooth, ain't it?
Yeah, it is pretty smooth. I think it's just from the river.
Yeah, but it looks a little toothy.
It does. It's so broken though.
That's what I wonder if it might have been like the edge of something at some point, like a corn, like a. What if this was a piece of a bigger point?
It very well could have been.
Toss it.
Yeah. That kind of looks like that one rock that you would rub to get the red.
Yeah.
Let's try it.
Oh, look at that.
Yep, I think that's where you get the red paint and stuff.
Dude, let's do war paint.
That one dude was saying it doesn't come off very well.
It's all right, I work from home. And I don't think anybody would be surprised if you showed up in war paint, Hayden. Man, home team is striking out, but we're having fun. That's what really matters.
Not in the go-eaters.
All right, let's dump that and I'll find where I just threw your shovel. There it is. All right, we'll give her another go. All right, see if our viewers can see anything underwater besides Hayden's feet.
Dig it up from the depths.
I think we're getting into some bigger rocks. Yeah. Or I'm like under the bark, maybe. Am I getting under some roots or something? Oh, yeah, okay. There's a huge branch right there that's not letting me dig. What would suck is if like we go back and I'm editing this video and I keep seeing arrowheads fall out of the shovel as I pull it out of the water.
I know that's the other thing I don't like about the real small shovel. We almost need one that's a little wider.
We need a snow shovel, dude. We need a snow shovel.
That would do.
Or like a post hole digger. I feel like there should be something down here.
There's definitely something down there.
I mean, this is just a huge pile of rocks, dude. Tell me when's enough.
Probably getting there.
Good?
Yeah. That one's real pretty.
Ah, water's running away. These flies eat you alive.
They will. I don't see anything on this go.
Striking out, striking out. We'll move over to one of these other logs over here. Yeah, let's move over here. Here's another limb. Let's see.
We definitely could make one of these for the middle of the river. This is almost just buoyant enough. If it was sitting right here though, you could really load it with rocks and then it would sit right where it needs to.
And then probably sift perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
Be able to give it a good up and down. Trying to get these deeper spots. For you.
You might as well just use your hands at that rate.
I know, at least I'd be able to hold it, like grip it. I was lifting up and a limb caught it and knocked everything out on my shelf. That was the one with an artifact in it too, I'm sure of it. I think it's too deep here.
We are getting there.
We should have brought that other shovel.
No shit. Hold this for a second. Might help if we can sink this. Yeah, dump into it down there.
Branch.
It's still not the same.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I don't know, but I want to, these deep spots feel like this is where we should be.
Starting to think one of them sandcastle shovels would be better. Oh, shit.
Just the scoop off of a Tonka truck.
Yep. It's about what you're pulling up.
Just sit it down here, and or even maybe stuff to scoop it up. Well, now the sound's messed up, Hayden. Hayden messed the sound up.
We're doing so good.
Don't worry, I can fix it. I'm editing. That sound comes right out quick too.
Like pulled a walnut up from the bottom of there. Look at that thing. You ever seen a walnut so smooth?
It almost looks like, you know, people will carve shit into them.
That walnut's from like 1980 right there.
Dude, your lug is wanting to come.
It's good for you. It's like sunscreen.
It's like 70% shoe legit.
Did drink me some eggs this morning though.
Not gross at all. It is funny how it really is just a mental state. I mean, that's how we lived for a very long time.
Coal miner's breakfast. 16-ounce draft beer with 2 raw eggs cracked in the bottom of it. Now get your day started right.
Hey guys, you know what we still got to do? Harvest blackberries.
That's gonna be the fun part. We'll go up there, harvest up some berries, sweat our asses off, stash the bags, scale that cliff hopefully, and get right back in the water. I can't remember if I was able to scale that cliff or not before.
That's crazy. That's all the rocks that were big enough to get.
Yeah, it's because you you pulled up handfuls.
I'm gonna try to actually just pull up handfuls.
Near me, shovel. That'll do it.
I'll use the shovel. Sonia, I thought I threw the shovel you got me in the backpack this morning, but it's not in there. I must have left it sitting on the bed next to it.
I'm just gonna come home and be like, well, there's a shovel on my bed.
She's like the damn Molly. Molly tried to escape. I hope I locked the cage today. Man, so Axel, if I leave him out in the house, I come home to piss all over everything. And Marley, if I leave him out, I come home to something chewed up. I don't know why those two dogs can't figure out. Don't piss on things when I'm not here. Only do it when I'm here.
Only do it when I'm here.
Don't chew up things when I'm not here. I think it might be part of the separation anxiety thing.
Our grandma's dog was something else. Tiny little shit rat destroyed 2 or 3 cages.
There's a handful.
Yeah, you can see where that handful just hit, and there was a solid 5 rocks in it.
It's a massive tree.
That it is.
There's some soft ground right here.
Even deeper.
Even deeper. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna be able to get that up without losing it all. Alright.
Old sifter just pulling in right behind.
Just floating right along.
Can't really tell if it's... Oh yeah, it's definitely swelled. Those gaps were not that tight, I can tell you that. Wonder if it'll stay. Still ain't seen any more boats though. Another crack rock. First pool. Now that we found the bread, I'm really wishing I would have brought some fat and salt. This is why...
You gonna eat some fat sandwiches?
Yeah, this is why you always need to bring some fat and salt with you. If you got fat and salt, you can eat just about anything.
Yeah, so I'm gonna start making bread now after my trip, and talking to my boss and everybody else who apparently makes bread as a hobby. I didn't know I was the only one that didn't do that. Yeah, she was talking about feeding it in the mornings. Like, what are you talking about? Feeding it.
It's live. Sometimes too, those things are years old. Some people have them in the family for like hundreds of years.
Yeah, I've heard of that, like friendship bread.
Yeah.
Some people call it.
Well, here's the entire pool from the last 20 minutes.
That's what all the efforts went into.
Found a bunch of little seashells under there.
And this is a 12-minute clip so far. There's a bullfrog or something over here. Did you hear it?
I did.
I can hear it moving too. It's right in here somewhere. All right, ready for a little bit of just swimming?
I'm gonna eat me some lunch on this bank side.
I'm gonna eat me some of your lunch too.
Well, that's just perfect.
Well, you guys saw, that was a valiant effort. We really tried, but no luck. I don't know if we're done yet or not, but we're definitely gonna eat some lunch and either go up to harvest some berries or get back at Artifact Hunting. We'll probably go harvest some berries, I'm imagining, but we'll see. I'm definitely gonna do me a little just swimming too, because it's too nice of a day not to. Nice breeze, really nice breeze, perfect temperature, the sun is shining, the sky is beautiful. It's cloudy, but I actually like cloudy, as long as it's not raining. So yeah, we'll take us a little break and be right back.
And that's the lady's house.
What's it called again?
Cottage on Cherry.
Cottage on Cherry. So I'm guessing that's because Cherry Street in Germantown. We found this sourdough bread, which we're gonna stop back by and get some more of on the way home.
We are butchering it with this tiny knife. That's all we got.
It's all going to the same place though, right?
Yeah.
And then Hayden's got some buffalo pepper and salt, spices, sodium nitrate. Yeah, bro, bring me off a piece of that right there. That's some nice dense sourdough bread. Definitely stop and getting some more of this. And it's got the nice little design in it.
A little fern leaf.
Yeah, fern leaf. I was trying to think of what that was called. This is awesome. So I think it's only about a mile probably in from the trailhead.
What'd the app say?
If you start on Chamberlain Road, you take the trailhead on the right. That's about a mile in. This buffalo jerky's good. Yeah, that's some good stuff, man.
Yeah, she's priced appropriately too. It's like 30-something a pound.
Really?
Yep.
$30 a pound?
Yep.
I would say like a $7 piece of beef jerky.
No, not yet. This would be like a $7 piece of beef jerky.
You always I don't know how to really describe the taste. You always say cleaner, and that works. That sounds right, but it does have like such a clean taste.
Because there's no fillers. It's pretty much just the meat and spices.
Yeah, good stuff. All right. Get out here and do a little swimming before we go up there and start picking blackberries. Because it's going to get hot up there. Oh. And I'm back where I belong. Yeah, man, that business trip was fun. It really was. But this is where I should be. This is where I'm supposed to be, right here. But it is cool. We get to go out and see Minneapolis. Seeing the home office, the company I work for, which was really cool. There was a wild turkey everywhere that wouldn't actually stand a chance if they were anywhere else, because they were so domesticated, I think, from just being used to people. That place there's people everywhere all the time. They'll come right up to you. They were almost like pets. There were deer out there. They were the same way, dude.
I tell you, them turkeys are some nice pets.
they were like pets, man. It was cool. I really did enjoy everybody that I was with. If any of you are watching this, man, I really enjoyed hanging out with you and getting to meet you. I give a special shout out to Leah and Jess. It was awesome getting to sit and talk to you two. Got into some good deep conversation. That was fun. Dan, I'll cut your last name out, brother. Yeah, good to see everybody, man. Jen, nice to meet you in person. That was awesome. Yeah, I really did have a good time. That was fun. I'm excited to do it again. But I got home last night and we met up at a restaurant on my way home. Me and my wife, my daughter, and her husband ate dinner, and then I went home and had to wind down. I actually didn't go to sleep right away. I was dead tired, but I had to wind down a little bit, but finally I fell asleep. And I told my wife before I went to sleep, though, I had to come out here and do this. I was coming out to do this, and she was like, well, it's supposed to storm tomorrow. I told her, I was like, I don't care if it's going to tsunami. I've been in an office or in a restaurant or in a hotel for a week. I'm going outside. I'm doing something weird outside. So yeah, I'm glad to be back. Glad to be back home. I missed my wife, missed my daughter, missed my son-in-law. That was the first time I've been away from them in quite a while. First time I've flown, and I'm guessing, I know I traveled once after COVID, so I'm guessing the first time I've flown in maybe about 4 years, probably. But yeah, it was fun. It was interesting. But definitely glad to be back and in my element. Out here in the river. What'd he have to say?
He said that sifter looks awesome.
That sifter is awesome, man. You did a good job on it, dude. Yeah, I did some swimming in the pool when I was out of town, but that's nothing compared to this.
Didn't have any microbes crawling up your butt crack.
Nope. None of the restaurants we ate at had any rats or anything. I was pretty well out of my element, dog. There wasn't one cockroach in that whole freaking place.
They didn't even have to go margaritas?
Nah.
Thought this was America.
Everybody was doing, right?
Oh yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, man, you have a good one. Yeah. So we're gonna head back up and look for some blackberries. And we were just warned that there's a storm. We'll be here in about 30 minutes, which that's really too big of a deal for us, because we're just going up and look for blackberries, and then the Jeep's a mile away. So worst case scenario, we got a 15-minute walk or so through the rain. Oh, Shan. I forgot to rig up my water shoes and put the shovel up. So, yeah, we're going to go up and try to harvest some blackberries, y'all. See you up there.
nicest thing I've found so far.
What is it?
It's a USMC dump pouch. They take the empty mags and put them in this so you wouldn't lose them.
Yeah.
But it fits this gallon jar really nice. You can strap it right onto your belt and keep it right there. It's one of the best picking apparatuses I've found yet.
How about around your neck?
I haven't used that one yet, but I have given it to Luke.
I'm gonna try this one around my neck. I mean, it looks like it'll hang right there. It'd be about perfect. So we'll see. About to go pick some blackberries. All in there. Poison ivy, here we come.
Oh yeah.
So on whatever video I shoot after this, we'll see how bad the poison ivy is. Just anything purple?
Yeah, you want to get it as dark purple as possible. It kind of looks like a raspberry.
So like, are these like this the right color?
Yeah, that can be. Like if that was at my home patch, I probably wouldn't pick it, but we're not coming back out here. So we'll take it now because we can take it now, you know.
Oh, there's some nice ones. How much you got so far?
Just a little. Takes me like 45 minutes to do it out. I only get 3/4 to a gallon.
Yeah, these little guys are teeny tiny, man.
Yeah.
I came over there to see what kind of stuff you were leaving behind, and it was quite a bit of the kind of stuff I've been picking. I bought that bug spray and left it in the car. Be a man, catch malaria. Catch malaria like a man, damn it. Am I trying to pick the easier ones to get to? You better believe it. Hayden's digging in there deep. I'll be working these edges. I ain't trying to get really covered with poison ivy. He's well protected. You seen him. It's like he's in like mid-November attire all the time. So I thought I saw some over here. There's like a bazillion purple ones on these plants, but they're all so small, but I'm picking them.
The bigger ones are real down low.
Ooh. And thunder talking, baby. That thunder's letting us know she's on her way home.
And then a year or two later, after this side is rooted, I'll come back, cut these in two, and now you have 2 blackberry plants.
Really?
Yeah.
That's wild. So anywhere you stick the stem into the ground, it'll start developing roots.
More than likely, yes. Unless nature just really don't like it.
Unless natural selection takes its course.
This is one more inches.
Getting into some nicer stuff now. Just out here in the middle of the freaking forest, picking blackberries. Just us and God's creation that we're so thankful for. And I forgot to pray again, even though I said I was going to pray when we were done getting ready. And I forgot, but definitely thank you, Lord, for this day, and thank you for watching over us and keeping us safe. And thanks for the just thanks for your creation, so that we can come out here and do this kind of stuff. Amen. Man, getting into the good stuff now, y'all. I can't keep the camera very straight, so I apologize for that, but so we're officially out of water. I mean, aside from about a quarter of a bottle I have left in my backpack, so Hayden's gonna keep gathering raspberries. I'm going to, or blackberries, and I'm gonna walk up to the trailhead and fill our water bottles up and come back. Shouldn't take me more than 30 minutes or so. He should have him a pretty good harvest by the time I get back. Hopefully it don't start raining by then. The storm keeps acting like it's going to come, but it hasn't showed up yet. And I'm not going to take my stuff with me, so I have to come back even if it is storming. I just came up what's normally the last big hill of the hike when we do the whole thing, and would have been the last big hill of this hike if I weren't getting water and going right back. So I got to do that thing again. And I ain't been on a tough hike since Clifty Falls, really, so my body's feeling it. And I think I'm still tired from my trip last week on top of that, but mostly just not condition. I've been doing more floating than walking lately, so the struggle is real. I'll tell you what, I do feel like I'm getting a vitamin D recharge. Like cognitively, I feel very energetic. My body, I feel very energetic in my body too. It's more like fatigue in my back muscles, probably from a lot of sitting this week. So this is what I needed to get out here and do this for. It's because I did a lot of sitting this week. So as uncomfortable as it might be, this is the feeling I was after. But anyway, yeah, so energy wise, I'm feeling really good. I do feel like I'm kind of getting a recharge from the sun, being back in the river again. You know, those things, just doing what I like to do, trying something new today. So definitely feeling good. Glad I got out here. It's not really particularly hot, but the sun is beaming, so it's got me sweating pretty good. And that's why I wanted to go fill these waters up, because I don't think we had enough to finish berry hunting and get out of here without, like, maybe not becoming severely dehydrated, but becoming severely parched, needing something to drink. And when my mouth gets too dry, it's almost like my airway will start closing up on me, so I'm very cautious of that. Like, I can't take a breath at a certain point. Probably that's everybody, I imagine, but I definitely deal with that if I get too dry, so I didn't want to take no chances. Like I said, it's about a mile walk there and a mile back. I'm not too far now. I probably left 15 minutes ago, maybe 20 at the most. So I'll fill this water up, and then going back will be downhill. so I'll get back a lot quicker. Get Hayden some water, he's probably thirsty as hell. And there she is, the drinking fountain. So, fill up these waters, head on back. Sorry. I'm gonna get these bad boys all the way full. Oh yeah, boy, I'm sweaty. I mean, I just drenched myself with water, but I'm sweating like a madman. And that sky's getting dark, look at that. So it might be storming by the time I get back. We'll see. I can't remember what those are called. But those are cool looking mushrooms. I'll look it up and I'll put it in the, I'll name it at the bottom of the screen here. But yeah, I haven't seen one of those very often. I think usually I just overlook them because you see how they're kind of black. So yeah, I'll look that up, and like I said, it'll be at the bottom of the screen somewhere. Hey, look at this. It looks like it could be a directional treat on it. Based on my expertise. Just jumped a deer. It was over here somewhere, maybe it's standing there. I didn't hear. It didn't sound like it went too far. But it must have been like right here. I think I might hear rain up ahead. Hayden's probably like, damn it, Richie. Damn it, Richie. Why'd you have to go get water, especially if it cooled down so much? Because it's cooled down quite a bit. But I'm in the shade, and there's a complete overcast now, so. But I'll be back to him here in actually just a couple minutes. And he'll probably be glad to see one of these big bottles of water. All for him. Because I know he's thirsty. He's sweating up a storm out here. So Hayden's up to about a half gallon of berries since I've been gone.
That's total.
Well, that's what I mean. You got up to that since I've been gone. You got up to that level.
Now it's raining.
Yeah, so I got like halfway to the water, and I was like, it's gonna start raining any minute. Why didn't we just wait for that? But I'm kind of glad I didn't. Because we didn't have no water left, bruh. Going POV from here. I mean, most of it's POV anyway. But this time I got my hands free. I seen you about fall off the cliff.
That would have been fun.
Man, that just freaking tickled my fear of heights. You think we're gonna rappel down this, dog?
We could, there's 3 up here.
You got a rope long enough?
No.
What are we gonna use then? Oh man, I forgot to tell you, just so you're aware, Lynn is your another mother now.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Yeah, she's adopted you into her heart. I just felt like you should know that. Is that one of them emerald beetles, man? That's what I always wonder. Remember I told you I feel like I see them all the time?
Oh yeah, those are those Japanese beetles. Those will garden out. You can make traps for them, and they're really good to feed your kitties.
Really?
Yep.
All right, back to the car. I was filming that earlier on our way in because I was like, imagine you're just like walking and kind of not thinking. not paying attention.
You'd be paying attention real quick.
Yeah, man, that'll get you.
These are even more spiky though.
They look delicious though, don't they?
That one looks like a sunflower.
Yeah, I want to eat one right now.
My retarded logic there.
Oh, that logic makes as much sense as my logic. I don't know
We're
anything.
getting to the tree. Where's this phone call tree?
Like right here.
See, these ones really look like...
Right, it's right. This is it.
These ones look like small ones.
Hold on, I saw a couple pawpaws. Maybe, oh wait, I just see, here they are. Here. Shake it, shake the tree. If they come out, if they're ripe, they fall. Shake it. Shake the whole tree. Yeah, so that's why some people like them before they're ripe, because they're firm. And as soon as they start getting ripe, they're mushy. So most people like them. Try it, dude. See what you think. It's up to you. There's a seed in it, a big seed.
Yeah, this is not taste good. It tastes like it wants to be something.
Yeah, so wait till they're ripe. Put it on your windowsill. Take it out and put it on your window. Let it ripen. There's another one if you want it.
We'll leave them. Come back for them later. There's a couple in here, but it's not really a harvest. Don't hold them out. Like, when you come back and we even get like one when it's ripe, we'll be lucky.
Right. I don't like the texture of them, but they taste like banana strawberry yogurt.
I bet they make some mean liquor.
Some people say they taste like mango.
I love me some mangoes.
I don't like mango.
Because you're a cold, hard-carrying communist.
I don't like cantaloupe either.
I haven't eaten too many. Cantaloupe's just straight. But I really do like me any fruit I have found, except jackfruit. That shit tastes like Old Spice musk from the 20s. Like, that's the only way to describe that fruit.
Old Spice musk from the 20s.
Yeah. It is that. It is repulsive. I made some tried the tiniest little sip of that shit, and that's one of the worst things I've ever tried in my life.
Jackfruit wine.
Yeah.
Gross. It sounds like it'd be the nastiest thing you ever tried in your life. Back up this hill for the second time. Conquered it twice today. Whew. Go me.
That was a train right there.
You ain't kidding.
Now I am completely cooked.
Oh, that wind feels good. Yeah, I'm glad I went and got the water. This would have sucked without it.
come phone from the
Good call, Richie from the past.
That looks like there's a bunch of pawpaws down there.
Yeah, it does, don't it? You think the Native American spirits came back through the pawpaws?
They might have.
That's why they're called pawpaws. Yeah, that felt kind of folly, didn't it?
No, I just realized I shouldn't take that drive. Even if I do fall, this is the way I want to go.
Yeah.
Here. So I'll come down in here and show you this little pit a little bit. You see how much it is really built up. It's very steep down in here. It has nice concave doorways that goes along. And usually these ends step down in like a staircase. And they're usually pretty easy to climb back up. But these kind of look like pawpaws to me, and I wanted to see if there's any fruits down here too. It doesn't look like it. When you see this wall coming down, and this other one coming down into this gateway, and it starts kind of back here and goes for a solid like 20 to 50 yards down this way. And you can see too, even along these gateways, there's little dugouts in between them to conceal different things or for whatever other reason. Which a lot of this is naturally eroded away in the past couple thousand years, but you can see how tight this gateway gets right here. And this wall is maybe 20-30 feet, and it opens up again, and this is filled in pretty good, but I would imagine that right here by this gateway would be dug out way more to make a little flat area in between these two. And this wall is built up that way. You can kind of see the staircase going along as it builds up. And down here is the main kind of creekway. It doesn't really run too much. The river down there is running a lot more. This is hardly a little stream, but you can imagine too, they would have had these pools dug out nicely throughout here, so they could have had water running down through the base of this, and they could have flooded it in from other areas, and it had just came in from this time. But we did spend a lot of time down here over the winter. If you want to look back into those, it's a lot easier to see everything when it's not so jungly. We need to come back next winter too and explore the flat areas more, because we were sticking to these more earthworky type parts around the edges that go down the river, but that flows all the way down to the river that we was at, and it comes up into a lot of these caves, not caves, but a lot of these flat areas in between. They repeat over and over again. So hot I can barely talk, right? But even this flat, it kind of veers off into the two ways up to where Richie is. He's about right there in the middle. I think I might actually come up this side. You can see as we go up along these points, There's a lot of these points that lead down the gateways and then flat areas in between them, but these points are stair-stepped up really nicely. You can walk up and down them pretty easily after you get up onto them. But then again, see how this flattens out? And I bet it was flattened a little nicer. But then it goes straight into another straight ledge up to the top where it'll flatten out again. So it does these staircases all along through these earthworks. So another straight, yeah, give me a second. Another straight steep part that comes to this third or fourth flat along the way. We're still not even the Richie's level all the way over there. Then the whole flat, quote unquote, killing fields down there. You can see off to this right, it just repeats again. This other side's another flat field with a point. This tertiary over there. It's real hard to see through the bushes though. And then this scoops down real nice again. And goes to another peak. Just stair steps all the way. If that was just straight down, that would be a mug it up and down, but since it's stair stepped on these points, it's pretty easy to move throughout these and get into each one of the flats.
Lay out your war plans.
Kinda.
Alright, y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed that little. That's a tour most people ain't gonna give you, I'd say. That is awesome, dude. You've got that fixed up perfectly. Look at that. And in the wintertime, you can just like fall on your back and sled down hills.
Straight shatter those PVC pipes.
Yeah, but it'll protect the glass jugs in your freaking backpack.
I do just need to take better care of those. I need to get some like nice sleeves for them. Especially just to keep them cooler. I need to sew up like a little wool sock to keep around them. Did you ever see that video of the traveling hippie dude with a handful of sheep?
No.
Wagon?
A handful of sheep.
Yeah. He could only go like 10 miles a day if he was making the sheep pull the thing. And then he could pull the thing for another extra couple miles, and he just roamed from like orchard to orchard that would let him graze these things to like clean out all the undergrowth of these orchards. And he'd sit there and work for them and barter some random shit, but he had this refrigerator in his little shack, and it was just a wool box. And he kept it soaking wet in the summertime, so that evaporative cooling, and he straight kept milking that thing in the summertime in just a wagon.
That is hilarious, dude. Milk in the summertime in a wool refrigerator that he keeps cool by just keeping it soaking wet. Yeah, that sounds like something. And what's crazy is it obviously works, but it doesn't sound like something that would work. Dude, that's an amanita.
Eat that one.
That's an amanita.
I want to fucking send you. Look at these ones over here.
I think I just found my first amanita. I mean, I can't swear to it, but I believe that's what that is.
Oh, look at these ones, George.
Crikey!
This one's already gone rotten. Well, you can see this one's just dropped the spores. The veils come down and it's dropped all the spores out of it.
I don't think these are the amanitas, but they are in the same family.
They smell like poison.
Crikey! Son's been eating these.
There's mushrooms everywhere.
Yeah, there are.
There's more of them.
These look like amanitas, man, but they're white. There's a bunch of them over there, look. It's amanita. It's called Amanita Guinness, so I'm not wrong. It's an amanita. It looks similar to the Amanita muscara, or possibly a young specimen of another warded.
Look at this one. This one's red.
Has it got the white spots?
Kinda. That one doesn't look very amanita-y, but
Nah. Nice color though.
another baby one.
Yeah, pretty cool. Here's another one right here, right on the trail. They look like they've grown since we walked by earlier, don't they?
Maybe a little bit, but they're all in there.
Hold on one second.
Look at this mean fucker. This one still looks good.
Yeah, that's coral fungus. There's another one. Look at that one. Look at that one right there.
I know, I see it.
Look at that, guys. What are these called? We found them earlier. I forget what they're called.
This one looks a little different than that one.
You want to picture it? Here, let's see what ChatGPT calls it. And did it?
We got top, side bottom.
I don't know, I already sent it. That's probably enough. Dude, yeah, that's coral fungus, man. I don't know how to tell if it's any good or not.
This one still feels like it's good. It's not too rotted inside.
Bolete, yeah, the bolete, that's the same thing as we found earlier.
That's not edible. Taste edible. It is very bitter though.
Well, it's like they say, dude, all mushrooms are edible. It's just some have enough nutrition to last the rest of your life.
The rest of your life, huh?
Yeah.
I don't think that's what that means.
No, that's exactly what it means, dude. You're gonna last about 10 minutes and you're gonna be nourished up until that point. Or worse, you're gonna last about 3 more days. You're gonna be nourished and miserable. Well, it's the end of our adventure for today, y'all. We appreciate you coming along.
Last one's out here.
Last one's out here. Hey, like, share, subscribe, comment, do all the YouTube things, and we love you. We'll catch you next time. Be weird out loud. Peace.